Let's say China.
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 China. China. China.
There are next door neighbors, and you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
You go over to China.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Trump's statement, tweeting out insults to Angela Merkel. What's he doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host.
Yes. Hello, and welcome. I am James Andrews, and you are listening to So This Happened, the only news you need if your name is not Donald Trump and you are not a moron. It's Wednesday, the 4th of October, 2017, and I want to jump right in today pointing out this week's Twat of the Week. You know what we need? We need like a theme tune for Twat of the Week. No, not that. No. Okay. Apparently we do not need a theme song for Twat of the Week. But this week, the award goes to Tammy Bruce of Fox News, who, in an opinion piece today, argued that gun control will not stop mass shootings, but instead, we need to look at whether these killers are taking mind-altering prescription drugs. I'm not joking. I seriously, I'm not joking. She goes on the article to talk about how ISIS have been giving amphetamines and other such drugs to their people to get them more amped up and excited. And she's arguing that, maybe that's where we need to start. And thank God that President Trump is addressing the opioid crisis in his country, because that could well be the problem. I'm sort of on the side where when you shoot somebody, it's probably the gun that is responsible rather than... if you've taken a prescription drug. I suspect that's not doing too much. I don't really have anything to say on that story, really. It's just so idiotic. The gun wasn't at fault. It may potentially have been prescription drugs, which we have no idea whether this chap Paddock had in his system. But if he did, potentially that could have been what made him kill all these people. Not the gun that he had, or the guns that he had. It was the prescription drugs. Those little fuckers. And I could hear that you were playing the theme song that I said we're not going to play in the background, right? Yeah, I'm not deaf. I have headphones on, and I could hear it quite clearly. It did. It did actually grow on me a little bit towards the end. So maybe that will become the official Twat of the Week theme song. Probably not. Now, you may have been wondering why I said at the beginning that this was a show for anybody who's not called Donald Trump and is not a moron. Well, it's turned out that Rex Tillerson may potentially have called Donald Trump a moron. This was after a July 20th meeting that he had. It was right after Donald Trump gave his I want to say Hitler-esque, but I don't want to say that. But the speech he gave to the Boy Scouts, that one, Rex Tillerson sort of said, God, he's a moron. Now, he's backtracking on that pretty hardcore, and there were rumours that maybe he was even thinking about leaving the administration because of that, and he's also backtracked on that today. But the reports coming out are that he actually had to go to Mike Pence. Daddy Pence had to intervene and say, Rex, hold on, we work for a moron. We know that. Everybody in the whole fucking world knows that. But just chill out. Stay here. Come on. It'll be up. Let me rub your shoulders, Rex. You like that? Do you like that, Rex? Yeah. Let me go a little bit lower, Rex. Does that feel? It feels good from here. Does it feel good for you? Oh yeah. All right. Let me do that. Up a little bit lower. Look. It's okay. It's okay. Rex, it's okay. Anyway, after Mike Pence had given him a massage, calmed him down a little bit, Rex Tillerson went on television today and sort of refuted all these claims about leaving the White House. He actually didn't refute the claim that he called Donald Trump a moron. That was one thing I did notice. Have a listen to what he said.
To address a few specifics that have been erroneously reported this morning. The Vice President has never had to persuade me to remain as Secretary of State because I have never considered leaving this post. While I'm new to Washington, I have learned that there are some who try to sow dissension to advance their own agenda by tearing others apart in an effort to undermine President Trump's own agenda. I do not, and I will not operate that way. And the same applies to everyone on my team here at the State Department.
So there's Rex sort of denying that he was ever thinking about leaving the White House. But this was a claim that was made by 3 separate officials. They said that no, Mike Pence definitely gave him a pep talk. Now, I don't know about the massage, I'll be honest. I fake news that one. I made that one up. That's just how I imagine it went down. They're sitting in the room and Mike's looking at me, goes, let me rub... Well, I'm not going to do the whole thing again. You can rewind it if you want to hear that particularly creepy impersonation of Mike Pence giving Rex Tillerson a back massage. So, was he going to leave? Wasn't he going to leave? I suppose we'll never know the truth. He was pretty adamant there that he wasn't ever going to leave, and Mike Pence never talked to him, but he was reading the statement word for word, which sort of, you know, if someone says something about you which you go, that's bullshit, you can kind of say, that's bullshit, let me tell you why. I don't need a piece of paper, I don't need someone to write down what I'm going to say, I'm just going to tell you what it is, because it's total bullshit. I was never going to leave. Rex Tillerson is here to stay. Mike Pence never gave me a back rub. If he did, I'd be okay with it. It's cool, but he didn't, you know. And I did call Trump a moron, but you know, he is, isn't he? I mean, you know, sometimes he is. A lot of the time he is. And that's how you would sort of give a speech, isn't it? If it was bullshit. If someone was saying something about you that wasn't true, you don't have to read it word for word. You know what's true and you know what's not, so you just tell the truth. I guess we'll never know. Although one thing that Rex Tillerson did not touch on was North Korea. Now, there have been several reports come out today that he's pretty upset with Donald Trump about the tweets that were sent out when he was over there, when Donald Trump just kept saying, "You're wasting your time, Rex. Little rocket man, you're just wasting your time. You're a waste of time. You're a waste of space. Rex, you're wasting your time." Well, Rex Tillerson said, "Well, fuck you, Donald. I'm not wasting my time. I'm doing my damn job." So, apparently there's another rift opening there, which I'm sure he'll come out and refute tomorrow with another very carefully worded speech. And you know that somewhere in some inbreeding colony, Jeff Sessions is there going, finally, the heat is off me. The heat is off me and it's on Rex, goddammit. The heat is off me. The heat is off me. Oh yeah, there's no heat on me. Oh God, I'm sorry. It's been one of those days. Okay, so now it's time to turn our attention back to Las Vegas, and that's something we're going to be doing for weeks, if not months to come. There's a lot more information coming out about this fella Stephen Paddock and exactly what weapons he had. Now, apparently, there were 47 weapons found in 3 different locations, including the hotel room in Las Vegas where he committed the atrocious act from. Now, out of those 47 weapons, which were all obtained legally, by the way, just so you know, these were not bought off the street, these were all bought by Stephen Paddock legally. 47 guns. Who the fuck needs 47 guns? Anyway, he bought them legally, that's his right, yeah, okay. Now, 12 of those had what is known as a bump stock attached to them. And what that does is it allows a semi-automatic weapon, which is a weapon where it will fire as fast as you can pull the trigger. Every time you pull the trigger, it fires another bullet. With a bump stock, what it does is it mimics a fully automatic gun. So you pull the trigger and it just rapidly fires. And guess what? They were also bought legally. And that's incredible to me because fully automatic weapons are illegal. You can't buy those. But you can go buy a semi-automatic rifle like an AR-15, you can attach a bump stock to it and, oh, look, now I've got a fully automatic weapon. This is incredible, fantastic. And the best part is, it's all legal. I can just walk down to the gun shop and buy it. So even if you are absolutely 100% pro-owning guns, fine. But do you really think that somebody can buy 47 weapons and make 12 of them essentially fully automatic guns? Do you think that is still something that should be legal? Because that really has no purpose at all. It's a weird thing to me. I can't get my head around it. I don't know why you would want 47 guns in the first place, but then why you would want to make some of them fully automatic is a mystery. Well, it's not a mystery, is it? Because the reason you would want to do that is so you can rent a hotel room and kill a lot of people very quickly and very easily. But that's the only reason I can think of for buying that many guns and then attaching this device to them, which makes them essentially fully automatic weapons. If you can think of another reason that you would have them, blast me a note on Twitter or Facebook. Let me know, because I am curious, honestly, because I'm at a loss on this one. And one of the things I really can't understand is why people are so scared to talk about sensible gun control. We're not talking about taking everybody's guns away. We're just talking about putting some sensible precautions in place so that nut jobs like this fella Stephen Paddock can't get hold of 47 fucking guns and go on a rampage. And we didn't play it yesterday, but President Trump spoke about the shootings in Las Vegas, and he said it was an act of pure evil. He quoted a lot of biblical things, but not once did he mention the fact that, well, he had 47 guns, and maybe, just maybe, that's too many for just one man to have. So we're going to have a listen to what the president said, and to me it's a glaringly obvious, just where the fuck is it, Donald? Where are you, you keep saying it's an act of pure evil, but you don't mention the fact that he had millions and millions of guns. Okay, he didn't. He had 47 guns, but you know what I mean. So here's the press.
We are joined together today in sadness, shock, and grief. Last night, a gunman opened fire on a large crowd at a country music concert in Las Vegas, Nevada. He brutally murdered more than 50 people and wounded hundreds more. It was an act of pure evil. Hundreds of our fellow citizens are now mourning the sudden loss of a loved one, a parent, a child, a brother or sister. We cannot fathom their pain. We cannot imagine their loss. To the families of the victims, we are praying for you, and we are here for you. In memory of the fallen, I have directed that our great flag be flown at half-staff. I will be visiting Las Vegas on Wednesday to meet with law enforcement, first responders, and the families of the victims. In moments of tragedy and horror, America comes together as one. And it always has. In times such as these, I know we are searching for some...
All right, and then he waffles on a little bit more about how there's a light in the darkness, and God will show the people the light in the darkness. And I don't know what he was talking about, so I didn't feel like playing it. But it's very interesting to me there that he goes through this entire speech without mentioning once that it was guns that killed these people. Is he so terrified of the NRA and his fellow Republicans that he can't even say that he can't even say, you know what, there is a solution here. We all know there's a solution, and I'm not talking about taking everybody's guns away from them. I'm just saying there is a solution to stop gun violence. There's a clue in the name. If it was knife violence, then knives maybe, okay? Dog violence, they ban dogs. Well, they do, don't they? Pit bulls are banned in so many places because people think they're vicious dogs. I have a pit bull. She's the most beautiful, lovely, cuddly thing I've ever known in my entire life. But by God, we'll ban the pit bull because the pit bull's evil. But a gun, no, that's just, that's like a hammer. It's like a hammer. It's just a tool. People just need to use it right. Yeah, well, how do you use a gun right? You shoot it. Oh, okay, good. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't another use, because that's what I thought. I thought the purpose of a gun was to shoot things. But that is it. Okay, that is the purpose. Okay, very good. So it's a tool for killing things. Yes. Okay, good. Right. So that's clear. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? And I'm sorry, I'll probably keep talking about this for a while because I just cannot get my fucking head around it. I just can't understand it. And I know most of you listening probably are in the same boat. You're just going, what the fuck? It's so simple. This is such a simple thing. Nobody should have 47 guns. Oh, no, I know. You have a Second Amendment right to have 47 guns. By God. Yes, you do, but why? Nobody needs 47 guns? Nobody. I mean, whether you have a right to it or not, you don't need them. It's silly. And until we can sit down and have a sensible conversation where people say, okay, why do you need 47 guns? And the other side doesn't just come back, because it's a right. We can have as many fucking guns as we like, goddammit. Because that's what happens right now. When you talk to somebody who's very pro-gun and you say, why do you need that many guns? Their response is, because I have a goddamn right to them. And it's like, okay, but why do you need them? So anyway, I don't know what the answer is. And I'm just going to waffle on. Anyway, listen, we can continue the conversation on Twitter or Facebook, and well, we'll do it all again tomorrow. So take care, good night, and be excellent to each other.